Hello Dessert Junkies, how you doing? I hope you are well. Well, last week I asked you to please enter my giveaway. You had to be a subscriber and you had to leave a comment and telling me where do you live. And I found out so much about you guys. I found out that I have a subscriber in Israel, in the United Arab Emirates. There's a few of you in the UK, 2 in Utah, 1 in, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, Cockyville. And we had one that came from Tennessee, Missouri. So thank you guys so much for taking the time and commenting and let me know where you live. That feels really good to know that there are so many different dessert junkies that I have all around the world. And of course we had a competition to win. So how am I going to pick this? Well, I'm going to use my laptop right here. And I've gone to random.org and I put in that I had 68 comments on my video. Now probably one of them is going to be my own comment. But I'm going to put it in, get 2 random numbers out. If they're your comments, that's who's going to win. So, hang on a sec. Okay, hang on. We're going to take you off the tripod. Oh my god, off the tripod. We have random number 52 and 75. So if we go into my little uploads here, we go on the video, and I'm going to start talking to myself. I can get copyright on my own self here. We're looking for comment number 52 and 25. Well, let's go with number 25 first. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on, we'll count people. 1, that's me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Whoop, show more. 19, 20. We have our winner, Lucy B, who is from, I'm probably going to butcher this, Hartlepool in the UK, who loves my channel. I have such a sweet tooth. Congratulations, you're getting some cookie cutters. And number 52, let's go down number 52. Well, we had like 60, so 1, 2, 3. Whoop, hang on. 1, 2, 3. 1. You can tell that maths is one of my strong points. Let's go with, oh god. Why don't have big names like this, people? Marina Villegas, 94, who lives in Denver, Colorado, in the United States of America. So, those people, I'm going to comment to you directly. Please give me your details so you can get the cookie cutters. And flip this back and put you back on the tripod. This is going to make it live so much easier. This week's video, ooh, not straight. Don't hit the record button when you try to put it back on the tripod. This week's video is an American classic. It is really popular in New York. I even had it when I went to New York. I dragged my friends to Carlo's Bakery from the show Cake Boss to try this bad boy. This is my New York style crumb cake.
Okay, so first things first, we want to oil and flour our tray. So this is a slice tray. It's around 12 by 9 inches or 30 to 22 centimeters. And I've got some oil that I've brushed on there, and I'm going to flour the sides. And then it's going to essentially get our crumb cake out. Yes, I know I touched there. Oh, that just happens. Pop that to the side. Now it's time to make the cake bottom. So we've got some of our plain flour, all-purpose flour. And make sure that you do sift this so you don't get as many lumps because it's really hard to work. Then we've got our caster sugar. Now you don't have to sift caster sugar. Mine just had big lumps in it. Then the baking powder. And no, that's not a typo. There's a lot of baking powder in this because essentially it's going to puff up and hold the crumb coat on top. Good pinch of salt and pop that to the side. Then into another bowl, we're going to make our eggy mixture, our wet ingredients. So we've got 1 egg, happy chicken eggs, of course. Then we've got some vanilla. Now I'm using a concentrated vanilla, so it looks like I may not be adding a lot, but I am adding the right amount there. Then we've got our milk, and we've got some more oil. Now you can use, I'm using rice brand oil, but canola oil or vegetable, essentially oil with no flavour. That's what we're going to go for. Whisk this all together as much as you can until it's well combined. Me speak English good. Pour that into our flour mixture, and then you're going to use a spatula to combine this by folding the mixture. Once it is all combined, then it's time to put it in the tray. Now this is the fun part. So try and get this as even as you can. Spread out your mixture. I end up using a thing called a baker's helper. It's like essentially a big piece of plastic or a really big like spatula. and squished it out. That's really the best way of doing it, as much as you can, but try and make it as even as possible. And then we're going to pop that to the side and make our crumb coat. So, flour, and I've put the separate measurements per the cake and the crumb. Brown sugar, very well compacted, guys, so make sure you squish it down and make sure it gets to the right amount. Cinnamon, and then a lot of butter. A lot of butter. Weight Watchers don't approve of this video recipe. Let me just tell you that right now. Then we're going to use your spatula and you're going to make essentially a crumb for this. Now, don't let your crumbs get too big. Once they sort of start compacting to like that, you are mixed ready to rock and roll. So, what do you do next? You put on the crumbs. So you lightly crumb this on top like you're sort of doing a crumble. Make sure that you try and get this as even as possible. Don't try and work it into one end because essentially the cake's got to puff up and take that crumb with it. So, there you have it. Bake for 180, 325 Fahrenheit, 25 minutes. Enjoy! Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next week.